Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Assyria, in which, if you saw the previous episode, which was without a doubt the worst episode that I've ever experienced in any series that I've done. Well, let's just say my father, who is, the Duke of Palmyra, and what happened to Abraham here is a bit of it's quite a story. Um, you need to see this episode before this current one. How did Abraham become from king, who was just, and then he became a lunatic and a drunk. Then he killed my son, and they say that it's because he was hunchbacked. They say no, he killed it, and he got excommunicated. And the patriarch of the East, let me look at the history. Him, died of bad case of the flu, interestingly enough. He's the one that excommunicated my father. And he told him to, I want you to abdicate to your throne to your son, and live your life as a monk in a monastery. And so, during the wartime period, which was against Anatolia for the control of Jaffa, which, as you can see, it's still under Anatolian control, because we had to call for white peace because of those diseases that keep ravaging that area. We just could not send our troops there, and we didn't want to, keep it up with with those vassals. They're already mad at us as it is, so we're going to take a break from war. So we're kind of exhausted, one would say. Especially some of which had the combination of camp fever and consumption at the same time, so we just could not handle it. Well, due to the lack of supply limit, and there are no areas to occupy, as Samos rebelled against Anatolia, and we cannot take it beyond it because of the supply limit for our soldiers and our allies, the Georgians. So you could say that our pride was severely damaged by disease and civil war. Yes, there was a civil war here, a major one at that. And though we were able to, defeat those rebellious dukes and duchesses that are still in prison for the time being. But I was also excommunicated for a time, and the patriarch forced me to, and I gritted my teeth for this, switched back to Gavelkind. But I have no children right now, so I switched my focus on family. Just have a fertility increased. And here's again, what they call her, the most beautiful woman in the world, Ahura Mazda's greatest creation, Queen of Assyria. And a cartographer of Assyria, which honestly I should have made her spy master, but I think it's just too much of a threat for that assumption right now. I don't have enough piety to secretly convert to Zoroastrian if I wanted to be, with her. But now, my father, clearly, yes, he was Bishop of Ville in Edessa County. He was promoted up there after the old one died. And then he became the Duke of Palmyra, and he just can't stay away from the life of politics. And he's also the heir to the throne, in a highly unlikely event that I should suddenly drop dead. If he were to become king again, he would most likely be excommunicated. Who knows what? This is why I fell in love with my wife, to prevent this from ever happening again. We gotta have children, and soon. Hopefully some healthy children. Oh wow, a lot of people want to kill my father. I will have no involvement of this. If you manage to kill my father, good. It'll be on you, not on me. I don't want to go through the excommunication problems. Excommunication is what brings down kingdoms. No matter what religion you are. It's part of the reason why Western Europe is a mess. And yet, I thought, here in Assyria would be the most stable place. No, I think it's the neighbors to our north. Like Armenia and Georgia, they seem to be the most stable right now. Seems they got the ideas right. So now we would have to look east to a new threat. Well, it's kind of new to some, but we will eventually fight a war against it. You have a claimant of what? Oh, that area. I guess I could do that. But remember, we can't go to war. Vassals are mad at me. We're exhausted. And our levies are not full. But I know what to build. Let's see. War rooms. Build some of that just to increase our reinforcement rate. So we could be up and ready for future conflicts. Includes Baghdad too. Alright, spend all that money. From now on, no war. Alright, no more of that. But if my wife kills my father, who killed our child, I'll love you even more. If you... Well, there's no penalty in that. I was about to say, if you become kinsay, by the way. You're not even right! Just, again, I was attracted to her, love her. Yeah, dishonorable, attempted murder of a parent, which I say, thumbs up! Again, if you murder my father, I will love you. Still. You're the most disgraceful sultan. Fortunately, he's humble. Remember, I signed a treaty with the Anatolians, reluctantly, but we can go to war with them again in 5 years. Yeah, we will fight again one day, but now we have to stop Turkish expansion. Slavic, pagan Turkish expansion, which their moral authority is so high that it's unbelievable. My courtiers fear me. They fear my outbursts of anger whenever they disobey or disappoint me. Although they seldom do so. Finally, teacher. Oh yes, we're looking for a new resource in our domain. They'll be fine. I don't want to borrow money from the Jews again. That's how I got excommunicated. Patriarch of the East doesn't want me interacting with Jews, apparently. Despite the fact Baghdad is also the home of the Babylonian Academy. An academy for Jews only. He'll come out soon, one way or another. Unless he does something stupid. What's my skill? I'll give it a shot. It'll be a tough climb to crack. Oh. There we go. Huh. Here, give me that. Remember, those expenses is for those 2 great works that are still under construction. Halfway done for the garden. Years. When is it again? Okay, stage 2. 5 years. Alright. 5 years. And the stage 2 of the garden will be done. Training's over. Fighting skill improved. Keep training. If I had to go to the second choice, like my military exploits should impress her. No, they're not impressive. It was a horrible, tragic period during my first couple of years as king. This must never happen again. That's all I gotta say. Must never happen again. A host. Yeah, they're about to lose it all soon. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah. Naharamaya. At least she isn't anywhere near in that line of succession. And also, you tried to raid us earlier. And you're an infidel to boot, so... Can we banish you? Yes! We're rich! Ah! Made that up. Yeah. That's why we call compensation. Build me a grand tavern, you know. More tax income. Don't spend it all at once. Save it for the next part of that chain event for the resources. No need for any convoluted plot. Merely attacking the Sultan Erdogan's character should be enough to make it clear how much I despise him. I'll just send a private message to him. I don't want to spend too much of my prestige. What do we got here? Military. More military organization, because global supply limit increase and more morale for troops. If we increase that one more time, then, you know, going through pagan country is going to be pretty difficult. I think a future war with the Turks, some would say bad idea, but I think it would be better is to draw them over here. Don't take it to their land. That honor we go for the surrounding ones. There you go. My efforts to smear and antagonize the Sultan have been a complete success. I've lost some of my reputation in the process, but the Sultan looks furious. Does he now? Although he may die soon. He's no longer finished. He changed his culture to Mordvin. And has a daughter. Magnetic, so it won't matter. Huh. My father, Abraham, the good pilgrim man, can always rely on me for aid. When I try to help out, whenever and however I can, out of respect, if not love. Crap. Now he likes me again. So it's like we've forgiven him. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you want to marry this old geezer? He has no place in this world. You know what? I'll back your plot. Dear husband, blessings upon you and your house. I was remiss not to invite you to forces. You may indeed enjoy my plot to kill Prince Abraham the Just. By the way, in the line of succession, just want to know, just in case. I think I'm a bit hesitant. Oh no. I think he's the last of the Zoroastrian Kurds that live there. Tragic. Too bad I can't give you that bond. His children now reside with us. So is the widow. There are no Zoroastrian Kurds left in this world, aren't there? We're Kurdish. If not, then we'll replace them with Nestorian Kurds. No, that's it. These three here, last of the Zoroastrian Kurds. Well, actually, there's one. Oh no, wait a minute, he's dead. Let's look at that again. It's just a mare. Dead too. Died of natural death. What about these bats? I was thinking about maybe create a little theocracy. I mean, it may sound like a stupid idea, but you may never know they'll have, oh, I don't know, noble courtiers in there. But I think they tend to live alone. I mean, who in the right mind would want to live in those varams, these fire temples? Well, just accept it. The Zoroastrian Kurds are going to be extinct, and I guess we'll have to replace them with Nestorian Kurds. They had a good run. That's all I got to say about it. A very good run. I mean, I can't give these girls land. Not even the... Yeah, these herbads. Yeah, that's it. I have to figure out, so, any lowborn... What the... A giant card. Okay, anyways. Huh, bastard cousin. How do you like that? Well, since we're somehow closely related to one another, I was thinking maybe you should run the place. Maybe. Too old. Too dumb. Oh, plus he's a mayor. Apparently a lot of the Kurds have tended to be elderly. And again, they're gone. Matrilineal marriage with Persian. I was about to say, fine, I'll give it to the bastard. Even though he's an Nestorian and my cousin. So somehow we're related by blood. Ah, uncle. That's why. Okay, Kurdistan is yours. And if you become one of those weird people that just became converted because somehow you have a fascination for that area, then go for it. I ain't gonna stop you. I'm not Zoroastrian. Nor I would ever will be. Now you're gonna have to deal with these people. Creating more rivals in the round table. Oh, also these books. This was his, yes. So the Consolidation Philosophy is a work by both, yes, and is the most influential work in the West on medieval Christianity. And it's both his converses with lady philosophy as she discusses the transitionary nature of fame and wealth and the superiority of the things of the mind. Yeah, this was his book. Don't I have another learning book somewhere? No. Get another of one of these study books on either of these, and then you'll have +1 on the stat. Because when you see 0, does not mean it's real 0. It's a 0.5. Anyways. So now he's revoking the last Zoroastrians of Kurdistan. But now there's only Zoroastrians of Persia. As I said, they've had a good run. I mean, having Zoroastrian Kurds in a room, I kind of knew that they would not last here forever, but the man had cancer, and he got old, got hurt, and died. What else can you do about it? At least we're strong again. Huh. My lord, Queen Mother, Abraham's ex-wife, protests me with clothes stained with dirt and fire in her eyes. Let me see. Well, Mother, I think you'll have the same nickname just like Tam. which is my grandmother, who has since passed. You'll be the dove. See, you're a good mother. My father is not. Paulician heresy in Tiberias. I woke up this morning and realized I've lost my feelings for my wife, Didalas. We are wife and husband. What need for love? Well, I could still sway you. But I really want to have children because I do not want to, get desperate. Not yet. But the temptation is very, very hard. Coptic runs. Alright, I made my wife pregnant. Doesn't matter. Daughter, son, just want to have a normal life, alright? One would think that after that tragic war. Cousin. What's Georgia doing? Oh yeah, Durban. Nothing important. Mazdaki uprising. Most disgraceful Sultan. You hear me? Disgraceful. Making a huge amount of money. This is what I mean by return to normalcy. Especially that a guy like him, 100% positive with me. The Hawajite faith trumpet. The adherents of the Abadi faith has steadily dwindled to the point where the Hawajite believers are in a majority. This new state of affairs reduced the Abadi faith to a de facto heresy. All former Abadi holy orders are now Hawajite. The bickering of fools does not concern me. Marital bliss. Told you I love my wife. You call me a poor student. Fortunate. No, not Anatolia. I wanna get out of this. I mean, it's not my problem. What if he finds out, and what if the church finds out, and then I'll get excommunicated again? And then after that fact, then it's going to be, this new line of cousins. Which they already have children. Oh man, what have I got myself into? Anyways. What do you mean? Just do it. they destroyed another Zoroastrian kingdom there. Not a kingdom, a duchy. Satrapy, that's the word. Now, as for Abraham, come on, hate me. You've retaken all these territories. A sickly child. You know what, I have an idea. It shall be named Ezekiel, because we named after that court physician who helped Ashur, my grandfather, drink that potion and help create a dynasty, which is the reason why we are all here. So please, save my Ezekiel. Oh, this is terrible. Just need to have more children there. I mean, if this son dies, then... Hey. Oh, okay, my father died of a natural death. Instead of assassination. Now I inherit Palmyra, which I don't want that land. Someone else should have that honor. She knew a bit, yeah. Any other less notable Assyrians around here? Yeah, you. You can have Palmyra. I gotta do something about this region down there eventually. Oh, my father is dead. Mother, as Chancellor, love you, Mom, but no. Yeah, you got a lot of sins. And I am just. Just like my father, who was allegedly just. Let's hold a grand tournament for once. Maybe that'll make the vassals a little happy. I was about to say, you know what? Screw it. Forget about the rivalry war, as much as I would like to. I mean, he's getting old, and this guy's gonna lead, and he would not last a minute in his realm. And, we just want to beat the heck out of him so they can stop him. And then the surrounding Zoroastrians and Buddhists can retaliate. That is my ultimate plan. But the problem is, we lack allies. One of the few reasons why we did not win that war. It was bad timing with the diseases, and not enough allies. Man, this is a very deadly tournament. Okay, now they've solve their little problem. Now they're helping the Achaeans to take Thebes. They took Athens, and now it's Thebes. They might form a kingdom next. And I'm sure once they take care of all that, they're going to be look at Ohrid next. Our former Serbian friends. Yeah, they could get a tax break. Let's have another shot at a child, huh? In case if my son dies. How's this? Third place. Work with him is done. Daoud, second place. The winner is Minucha Vahid, Kurdish, son of a Darush. Why aren't you commander in our army? We could use you. Holy Christmas! Where did this come from? Measles. Isn't that up there somewhere? Over there. That's where it originated. Yeah, just go through the mountain range. Just go through the Zagros mountains and don't come to Nineveh. It's the last thing that I would want to happen. You know what? Prevent this from happening by building more hospital structures. You don't do enough of that these days, do you? All you care about is war, and a wee bit of administration, but not enough for hospitals. Oh, and the great works. The wonders. Yep, they're coming down. Smallpox is a terrible disease. They're coming down to Assyria now. Now it's in Baghdad. Yeah, I should have built a hospital in Baghdad since I really care about that county. Now it's here. Shut the front door. There's nobody else available these days. Well, if you're gonna have a child, well, he has to be born in seclusion. Now I'm a trained fighter. Haha. It's a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Adelawa's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. Have some aids dispatched. I mean, of course we have the money. How many rivals do I have? Well, once again, the future war with the Slavic Turkish is once again delayed. Oh, just help her. She's my aunt. Get rid of these guys. 2,000 strong against all horsemen? I like my chances. Except they got commanders, we don't. Interesting. No difference. Since she's born attractive, not to mention healthy, I know what to name her exactly. I had another one planned besides Ezekiel. Talia. That's another Assyrian name. So all I can say is don't die. had an anointment sick, which every sick person needs that. Why do I get the impression that when those diseases came, we couldn't win that war? And now this very large smallpox has come to the Assyrian Babylonian kingdom. Maybe God has cursed us. Maybe this is a reason why this patriarch, which one you could think he's a representation of that. That God has cursed the Assyrian people for our pride, for being a great power, and we try to expand more, but we just could not. Still working, right? Keep at it. Gee, no good. Hey, just in case. No, I mean, you like you're 13 and you're 12. Nah, you can't be spymers because you become kind. Oh well, guess I'll give it to him. I don't want to give it to the other guy because his opinion is way too high. The disease for where it originated has not ended. So we vow to improve our health care around here. But at least I was able to success to do my intentions. That is, we want to start a family, for real. Now that Abraham is out of our lives. My steward, Reuben, wants to talk about the old tunnels under the castle. The argument is that they should be maintained better now that times are rough. And you never know that you have to get out there quickly. What a splendid idea, Reuben, if that's how you pronounce your name, you twitchy administrator. I don't know why they call you twitchy, but it's interesting. I didn't give him that. My liege, Reuben catches up with these. I'm strolling down the main hall. He looks concerned and ordered him to spit it out. Whatever the news is. The tunnels, my lord, he breathes and continues to tell me that somebody's been using them. The guards have stumbled upon tools and torches recently used by the looks of it. Quit being twitchy! This is a great opportunity for ambush, so we ordered more guards to the tunnels, hoping to catch anyone sneaking in and around. I'll have a drink. My guards captured someone in the tunnels. However, this person does not seem completely stable. My guards are not showing the usual bloodthirst when they present Talia, a stalwart-looking and oddly jumpy person. You twitchy too? Just some woman named Talia. Let's hear what she has to say for herself. I ordered Talia isolated for questioning. I approached the locked door warily. Talia is talking to Kurdish. The guards tell me that she claims to have had a lover at court. They were on their way back to the castle when her beloved fell ill. Devastated from the loss, she remained in the tunnels. She doesn't seem all there, my lord. Honestly, with that intrigue education, which is a pretty good one at that, I don't like my chances. I can't risk it. She has to go. Even if I were to believe her story, she is likely exposed to the disease. Out! God dang raiders! Jump them! Don't come here, or you'll get the same. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Depopulation. My workers have found something in the province of Nineveh. It appears that the local terrain resources could probably support an ivory hunter's lodge. Yes! It would require a large payment up front, but after a few years it will pay itself back several times over. Alternatively, it's going to keep searching. Oh yeah, we're nearly going to bankrupt ourselves. Enough with the searching! Get to work! Ivory hunter's lodge. It's very valuable. Disease is finally starting to go away from Amisos, where it originated, so it's going to be, I'm going to say a year when this ends. So basically these last two episodes is just, we just have the worst of luck. Ninset's workshop could be going away. Just for a little while, okay? I'm gonna borrow money from the Jews again. Where are you? There you are. Just for a bit, alright? Don't get mad at me. Here, have some alcohol. Just be happy with it. I'll pay it back within a year. Shapira's finally dead, so now you're just the new Duke. Wants to build a great work. He hasn't been building one, has he? No? I mean, he may have the money to, oh, I don't know, build some pagan-related things. I mean, I could see that happening. They got the funds for it. Only one thing can explain my Ezekiel sickness. Poison! I talked to several of my courtiers and servants who confirmed my suspicions. They all recalled my wife Dilawal's giving Ezekiel something to eat or drink before he just blew up. That doesn't make sense, because he was already born sick. Doesn't make sense. Again, my opinion, Lord, is just, you know, attempted murder of my father, which, again, I'm okay with. Oh, jeez! Huh. Look, shall be pardoned. Look, bro, let's not get rational, okay? I mean, I understand she had an intrigue education, but do you really think she would go that far? Look, my son was born sick. I mean, part of, you know, the human anatomy or something. That's how life works. Get ready to raise the gates. It's going to be going away soon. And as I've said before, I like to think, I thank God has cursed the Assyrians for, you know, some of the things that we've done in the past. Especially Abraham, and then my early reign. Alright, open the gates. Alright, now repay the loan. As I said, at least I kept the patriarch busy by giving him wine. Oh, it's time to go back to training. How old am I? 33. Mavis philosophy now spreads into this area. It seems there's only good philosophies in the Far East. Yet it hardly spreads in Europe or even here. I mean, I would declare a rivalry war, but I fear that he may not live long, but at least I could do something else to, you know, to destroy their army that's been expanding so much with thanks to the 8,000 strong horde that is still around today. So we're going to do things differently. We'll fight this war, even though it's for this guy's claim for 100 years, but I don't know how much longer he has to live too. But all I do is I want to destroy the horde, and that there'll be no longer be a threat to anyone ever again. When is the outcome? Okay, next month. Next month is good. Up here. Yeah, it's starting to go away now. So what's your name? Makak. Here's a drink. Do we have a deal? Yes. See? In vino veritas. In wine there is truth. Defending against or in liberation of Samarkand. Duchy of Samarkand, right? Yes. In other words, you're doing him a favor. Good on you. Good on you. And it says there you are. So it's you that's attacking them. Yeah, you're the one. You're the one that's attacking. You're beating them. I respect that. Very highly. You're the ones that settled in that region. You're doing the world a favor. That's all I gotta say about it. Right, before we start making more alliances or so, if any, I failed to realize, you know, I thought it would be finished in 840, but I forgot we had to pause the construction due to insufficient funds during the Civil War and the other events. Yeah. So it'll take a little while longer for that garden to finish. And still far more to go in that library. Maybe I could, I don't know. If my son Ezekiel gets rid of his particular trait after he turns 4, then maybe he'll live to see what he will do with that library. Probably expand more book collections, I assume. I could see that happening. So, forget about rivalry war. We're gonna have to help this guy's claim, if he lives long. And if not, then find a way to assassinate this guy, and then, and let the Turks back in power. Make this guy a rival, then we finally get rid of him as a threat to our interests, and to Armenians as well. The Armenians are a bit weak currently. Who are these people? Married to a Georgian. Brother. So, in the future there will be a merger between Armenia and Georgia. Matter of fact, Armenia becomes Georgia. Becomes that part of the territory. We're no longer friends, are we? Ah, thought about betrothal, like, we gotta be friends with the Georgians again. Turkish hosts added to canon. I mean, yeah, you can handle them, no doubt. But, let's see. 3,000 strong. They're also, right? And she might be a strong ruler herself. We used to have them as our ally, right? No. Not anymore. Because he died, he inherited this land, I remember. Suzerain to a kingdom of Gujarat. He's the suzerain. Yeah. Kashmir's not doing too well, so I hear. Nomads made their way into northern India. Well, I guess we have to do this alone, even though they will hire mercenaries for this. Unless I have to go crazy and... No! Not enough. Not enough for them to help us out on that. At least you will remain Nestorian. Matter of fact, have you converted your provinces to Nestorian? Yes, you did. Good on you. You were a useful bunch to us. But now these guys took thieves, and if they get enough money and piety, they might form a... well, not necessarily a kingdom of Greece, but a kingdom of that area. Or even perhaps Greece. Because they got the most of the territory that they've wanted. They even took the island. The weaponsmith of Raguzin. They give the weaponsmith land. And the Republic of Raguzin now resides there. Just an interesting note. Well, I guess we have to do this without Georgia. And the only ally we'll have is Sogdians. Even they don't have that much troops, but... God, what I would do to make much more money. And then I'll give them financial help and see if they can hire mercenaries for themselves. It's too bad she has nowhere. Georgia's winning, so I think our best bet will be Georgia again. How about Thalia, huh? Yes, some political concerns. Maybe you're concerned about them more than me, I hope. That's all I gotta say. You're at peace. Perfect. Well, I don't know if they're gonna go for it. He has no daughters. I was hoping to ally with Zoroastrians, you know, to help back us up. Yeah, Kano fault, so unreliable. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? I see Voinia in there. Of course, Sistan will be no help. Trying to free themselves from the suzerain. So again, our best bet is Georgia and a tiny Sogdian Shaddam. Petty Shaddam. But who's the strongest of the... Just wondering if you get any daughters. Because little help would be appreciated. Oh, here we go. I know Ezekiel is a little sick, but you'll do, right? No, not aggression. Can't do that. Bastard. Speaking of that, I didn't pay attention. Not a bastard. Doesn't hold me land. And if you pick out any other ones, I got for somewhere just near and dear. Well, what about you, little Armenians, huh? Whoa, look at that. And yeah, you displaced Zoroastrians, so... That's from the previous marriage. Do we have a deal? Yes. Alright. And that's for political concerns. Again, they fear the Turks more than me. So come on, let's just get this war started. We have a deal. We wait for the Georgians. You know, they're having a little host problem. Alright. Things are looking up. One more. Okay. So now they're a little busy with the Zoroastrian uprising. So let's just fight this claim war. No rivalry war, because the guy's too old. And if he were to die, then I think this war would be over. Even though it doesn't say that, but so the objective here is to draw them here. We cannot invade their land. That would be up to the... I was about to say, who are you again? Okay. I was about to say, that job is up to the Armenians and the Sogdians. They meant that part of Samarkand, not down there. But you're at peace. You'll help us out nonetheless. Come on down. I don't know what I'm doing up there. Let me here. As soon as this war ends, crap. As soon as this war ends, then, oh, damn it. Hold. I don't know what's going on with them. It's pretty big, but Turks are gonna kill them. Ah, they left. Okay. Keep going. Off to Nineveh with you. Yeah, you stay there. Don't do anything stupid. That's your order. Your order of the day. Well, these Zoroastrians want a little payback. We'll deal with these raiders first. Again, we will not move into their areas. Let them come here. Just like the Great War. Just like the World War. I've trumped everyone and I'm the best king ever. Allegedly. Campaign's been easy pickings. Swinging my sword through the desert is a pleasure. And my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Turkish enemies, and the cries of the battle. Look, enemy commander hit, the gun is hiding. Someone suddenly shots sprung out to the distance. Yeah, these Turkish Slavic pagans. I know this is not related to the war, but we can have a little bit of exercise. Swinging my weapon wildly, and suddenly, at the gun shrieks in pain. Dropping my battle axe, the king Assyria, stuck staring at the mess I have made. Seems I've managed to slice half of his hand off completely. Walk away victorious. Yep, on my way to improve the combat skill even more. Oh, blast. It's the host. Or the Armenians. The main Armenian army. Bitter rivals. You want to go again? Huh? Alright, send a spy master. Find them. So who are they? Manichaeans. Remember, this Sultan doesn't speak for all Turks, so some are different. Okay, that. We sure made a massive army. And this is our chance to have, you know, our pride restored. Since our last war just did not go so well for us. And we make little money. So I'll spend little. Just want to make my wife happy, that's all. Just based on your age, you can have another child. Now that there's time. Where are these bastards? Second Zoroastrian uprising. Guess they haven't dealt with it. Matter of fact. Oh my goodness. They're not coming from the east, they're coming from the north! The Georgians! Yeah, main army. I think that's the event small troops. That's the horde. Look at their horses. That's them. The Georgians are about to fight in their land. Yeah. Their sacrifices will not be in vain. They did what they could to delay him. How many casualties on their side? 98. Really? They just went around the steppe. Destroy another Georgian army. They're going to be on their way down soon. Or they're going to take that area, which I don't mind. Just want to destroy their army. Ivory Lodge. The Ivory Hunter's Lodge in Nineveh is finally done. We'll make good money. This lane uprising. And don't make me come up there. Unless you guys are doing us a favor. Now I'm a skilled fighter. Alright, they beat them back. I think they're going after the Zoroastrians instead of us. Whatever. Supply limit. We won't get there in time because of my inactivity, obviously. But we can try to move the Kurdistan a little. Just don't have the money for that. Have to Bennett the operation. I just don't have that kind of money anymore. We don't care about the supply limit right now. Let's just go in and destroy their horde. They'll be weak afterwards. That's their ground army. This is their old horde. I guess we can have you in the horde. And here comes more for the slaughter. We are inadvertently helping these Zoroastrians get their land back. So it's for this area. Which isn't much, but it's what counts. Didn't get any. Alright, now get back to Kurdistan. So far, so good for these Zoroastrians. They're a bit weaker now. But if they wanted to, they could put down their uprising. And then Sogdian troops are going to be coming to us. You still with us? Okay. Well, I guess you're going to be occupying those areas, which is fine by me. Oh! Get the money from the Jews again. Unless there's... Oh! Who's the worst fighter? Him. Right, duel to the death. I'm healthy enough to do so. Just a follow-up. I would typically pick a body part and work on it, but I'm going to be careful. Hit. Hit again. No, no, no. Thought I was. Just didn't pay attention to the text in front of me instead of up there. Yeah, don't do that. He's wounded now. Smashed his nuts. Another source of ways of getting money. So just run along now. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Well, we usually do this, but we're gonna have to split. Just for supply reasons. You head there. I don't know who we're after. And you go behind there. Looney. Sure. No, why aren't we using you as commander? Maybe this is another thing I failed to pay attention. I don't even know who the hell my commanders are since I'm in this war so damn much. Because I care about, you know, restoring our integrity. Six days. Ah, crap, these Zoroastrians had the chance to get it all back, but they won't because Turkish hordes are now in their way. Move in. They had it won. With me. The hunter could come too. I like that name. Sultan himself, my rival. Things got a little hairy out here. Fort's expensive. I guess we'll try to occupy here. Score is 92, so this would be a good time. It's in the middle of summer, so we should be fine. Another Zoroastrian uprising. Get out of the way. That's all I gotta say. I'll try to rank up. Oh, this will be a real challenge to the big, strong guy. %, war score. See, there we go. It's like, yeah, he can have the chiefdom, but my real intention was to do our best to try to destroy the event spawn troops as much as I can. Do as much damage as much as I can. So, with that, friends, honor has been regained. Let's go back home. We'll fight again the Turks one day. And the one thing I hope for is I hope other powers would try to take him on, but I don't think they're willing. Because his mercenaries and his order's still out there. Yeah, I got enough children. Will do. Okay, so... yeah, the peace deal with the Anatolians expired. Well, now they're going up against big bad Bulgaria. And they got backup too. Excuse me. So now, as I said before, honors regained. Syria will be back as a power that will be reckoned with. That would, you know, make the Anatolians, you know, fall the fray. And meanwhile, Turks, even though they've put down another Zoroastrian uprising, we will fight them again soon. When they have their next, you know, ruler up. Or find any more of those claimant wars. And I doubt there's any claimants unless you look for areas like the beer stand. And a garden's just finished. No, not possible. They're really trying to eliminate anything that is Zoroastrian and Buddhist to a lesser extent. And Manichaean is another problem in itself. So until the next episode, well, we'll see what we can build on this new garden now that there's 2 more new features I can build for it. If we even have the funds to do so, because we don't have that anymore. So, until then, so long for now.